Hey, this is Louise Hopkin, and I want to thank you so much for registering for the webinar. I'm excited to have you join me, and it's going to be so much fun. Now, before the webinar, there are a few things I need you to do, and all the steps are down below. The first step, you need to put down the date and the time in your calendar so you know exactly when the webinar is happening and can block the time in your schedule. I do not want you to miss this opportunity. We will go over what the cost of being disorganized is so you can understand the importance of getting a handle on the clutter. So you will learn so many great ideas that you can use every day to start creating that life you desire and deserve. So locking that time away is the first step. The second step is that we're going to be jumping into the top 2 reasons on why you collect clutter and breaking the myths that we may have about our attachment to stuff and why we continue to go around in circles and just can't seem to keep stuff to a minimum, even after a huge purge. Head to this link and complete our quiz and see what top 2 reasons come up for you. And keep this handy so we can chat about this at the webinar. Thirdly, you've got to show up to the webinar live, because live on the webinar, I'm going to be going through each reason and explain the guidelines so you can take these action items away and start to instantly implement them in your life. You want to do this so you can cut those strings to stuff and start to improve your health, finance, and create more time. That means instantly, just for showing up on the Reclaim Your Space webinar, even if you decide not to invest or act on anything I show you in the webinar, just for showing up, my favorite strategies and guidelines for reclaiming your space are yours. So if you want to create more time, increase your finances and your health, you will get these from attending live. Does that sound fair? Awesome. Okay, so those are the 3 steps. Step number 1 is to set aside the time for our Reclaim Your Space webinar in your schedule. Step number 2 is to complete our quiz so you can find out your top 2 reasons on why you collect clutter. And step number 3, make sure you show up live so that I can give you action items that you can implement after the webinar. Make sure you turn up 5 minutes early so you can get settled in, possibly the organizer and me coming out, I know. Grab a cup of coffee or tea, but the other reason is that I only have a certain number of people I can allow in due to the software I'm using. So if you are serious and really want to create that life you desire, then I highly recommend being 5 minutes early. So I will see you at our Reclaim Your Space webinar. Follow the steps below and I'll talk to you really, really soon.